Hello everybody, it's Suffolkblue, all the way from merry old England. How the devil are you? I hope you're well. Welcome back to our Attack of the B-Team Minecraft Let's Play series. Today, we're going to catch up on what we were working on the last episode, which is the market. I've done a little bit of work, and here it is. How's this for a marketplace? Very old English, I think. Tudor buildings, mock Tudor buildings at least. An apple tree in the centre, a little bit of some benches to sit on, some proper funky cobblestone design work as well. I think that looks pretty amazing, if I do say so myself. We've got a little bit of work on the chimney stacks, we've done some work on making those look a bit more detailed. Those are just those hollow cobblestone covers, 8 of them in a line to make a full block size, but then just trimmed at the bottom with the stone brick post or strip, sorry. Windows obviously at the back. Now, if you remember, at the last time we had this huge mega storied piece of cobblestone that I wasn't really sure what to do with. In the end I decided to level it down and so tie all these in so that they actually ran together. And what I've come up with the idea of doing is probably using this as a potion shop. So in here we can get some brewing stands set up, maybe put a cauldron in here, get it bubbling away. And then also outside is just put a few like dirt areas here and start growing. When I say growing, this is not an industrial place to grow, this is just for look really, but growing some belladonna, growing some of the, the potion herbs and stuff. So this is the herbalists, that's I've decided. So this is going to be the herbalist. Already we're on night time and I want to show you this during the day, so let me quickly go and sleep. So that's annoying, isn't it? Just when you think, just when you want to get stuff done. Oh, going on there? Ah. Okay. So we've got these little benches out here as well, so we can sit on the benches, and that looks pretty cool. So hi, just sitting under the apple tree in the marketplace, resting, having a relaxation. Lovely. Each of these buildings is going to become a shop, essentially. So we've got our potion shop that I've just shown you. I haven't decided what all of these are going to become. The only other one that I have decided what it's going to be is this shop. This shop here, I actually knocked it through to make it much bigger. This is going to be our Greengrocers, okay? And we're going to work on that today, in fact. But this is going to be our Greengrocers, and it's already been named after a subscriber who asked whether or not I would be prepared to name something in his honour in my world, and I will. His last name is Green, so this is Greengrocers, and I shall send him a link to show him what we've made. But that's going to be the Greengrocers. All these other shops, along with the butchers, an armourer, a tailor, a flower shop probably as well. All of these still need to be decided, but I think that looks pretty good. I think it's a nice design. As I say, last time I was really concerned about the amount of white, whether that would work. I changed this roofing part to actually make it stick out as opposed to try and blend it in at the back, and actually that has helped a great deal with those sort of little bay areas. I haven't put any bay windows on the back of these buildings. Of course I could, but I think actually it looks better if they're all just facing inwards like that. So I think that looks pretty good. I'm very pleased with that. And I think as well with the willow trees around the banks of the river, with the wall along the edge there, I just think that looks really nice. I'd love to live somewhere like that, like a little village, a little market square in the village. So that's one thing that I worked on off camera to get finished. I have done some other things. Let's come over here. Now, if you remember last time, I said that I needed to build another greenhouse, so I have done. This greenhouse is absolutely identical to this greenhouse, with one exception. The glass that I've used here is different. So I've used the thicker framed glass on this one, and I left this one as the dungeon glass on that one, but this is the iron fence type of glass. And I suppose if I had my time back again, I probably would not use this glass. I probably would have reused this glass again, but it does make the difference between the two. You can see they're different glasses. This one just has more framework in it, really. And in the inside, again, identical to the other one. We're still talking about a running pipe. We've still got our sprinklers doing all our watering and cleaning the ceiling at the same time. And in this time, we are growing our strawberries. So that's all done, really, and it's identical. Now, I did originally say that I might consider doing that as an episode, but it takes quite a while to do that as an episode. So if you do want to see how I made one of my greenhouses and how I put it together, by all means let me know. But I think it's pretty simple really to see how I made it. If not, just keep watching this video back, and you can certainly see some of the details that I did. But if you want to see me actually make one, leave a comment, tell me, and I'll do a how-to with Suffolkblue, and we'll put one of these together. Alright, moving on over here then to the next thing that I built. I built this sort of Victorian-esque building here, again to match in with, you know, the whole details all matching together with the area which it's in. What is this building? This is our central storage. These doors, by the way, will be changed. I can't have these wooden doors. They look awful. But we've got this building inside. It's pretty plain. There's nothing in here at the moment. Completely empty. But what we're going to be doing here is we're actually going to be storing our stuff here. And this building here is going to be absolutely vital to the market all the way over there. Because this building is where we're going to bring together the crops from all 4 of our quadrants of our farm and from our paddy fields, and send some of the stuff from here all the way over to here, and we will be self-populating some of the shelves in some of these shops. Now I'm going to use a technique using item ducts which Generic B used actually in Spawn when he did his King Slime shop. For those of you that don't know what that is, essentially by using drying racks I can pump items to a drying rack using item ducts in the same way as if you were pumping them to a chest, and what that will do is it will store them on that drying rack. They'll just hang there, they'll just sit there, and if I then take one off it will then repopulate it with another one from the chest that's supplying the drying racks. I can also send items all the way through the system and have them sort of be stored in chests. So maybe potatoes, for example, rather than putting them on the shelves, those will actually be in chests, and I can take out stacks of those if I want to. But this building here, if you like, is going to be the sort of central storage area and the start of the transport journey from here all the way over into here. It will also be the central starting point for the journey for this wheat, which needs to go from this side of town all the way over to the other side of town. So you can see these definitely will be using impulse, and I've actually made a host of impulse item ducts here to make this journey quicker. But over to the pasture land over here where we're going to be having all our animals and husbandry over there, because obviously we want to use that wheat to power the breeding units in order to breed our animals. So lots to do actually from here, and it's all going to be done underground as you would expect. There'll be no wires or no cables above ground, but there we go. So I think that looks pretty sweet. I think it's a tiny, very cute little marketplace, very easy to build, quite economical, and there's a good little houses actually, good little sized houses. We can certainly put some villages in there and make that a bit more real, you know, real. Obviously the greenhouse is the same, and this building is a very simple square structure with just a couple of annexes on each end. So as simple as that, not a problem at all. So what are we going to look at doing today? Well, the other thing that I've done is we're going to need to be, as I say, to draw all of our items across from here to here. And we're going to work today on the greengrocers here. If I dig down, I've already put in a cellar all the way around underneath each of the buildings. Now I haven't walled this cellar off because these cellars are actually going to be ended up being pretty much full of pipe work, because it's going to be using these pipes to, and using pneumatic servos to pump items in from the central storage. So what we need to do today is, well, we need to make a start on digging down over here and actually working our way across to where we need to be. So let's come in here for a second. Let's shut our doors up so we don't get any mobs coming in at night. We've only got 5 torches on us, which might be a problem. Actually, let's go and get some wood while I think about it, because we are going to need some torches underground. I'm going to pick up old Smacky as well, the old Legion of Boom hammer, because the size of hole that we're going to need to build is exactly the right size of the, you know, the 3 by 1 type of size caused by a sledgehammer if it's going through stone. Now we might not be deep enough. We might actually only end up going through dirt, but we don't have an excavator, so we'll just have to make do with what we've got. But we've got enough. So we want really this to come in, I suppose, from here actually. So let's just take that out. Although I've just put those in, let's just take that. Yeah, we might very well be under dirt. How deep do we want to go with this? Might go a bit deeper than that, because that would just be below the surface otherwise. So let's put that back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's look at going... I don't know why I put them back actually, because I'm going to need to come in that way. Let's leave that top one then. So let's take this one. So this is where we're going to be coming in to our cellar. Oops. See, these tools are just so extra difficult. So we leave the top, we leave the bottom. Let's put the bottom back in actually then. Okay, so we're just going to bring them into this gap here, I think. And that should give us plenty of room before the surface, because we are going to have to go very close to the temple as well, which does concern me a little bit. Let's just get rid of these fossils and stuff. Not quite in the stone yet. Perhaps if we go really deep. It's not a bad idea. Let's go deeper. Let's get underneath. Oops. Let's get underneath all of our stuff. And let's fill that back in again. So we're going to be bringing our cabling out through this duct here. And we're going to go one deeper. I think. Oh no, one more. Excellent. So we should now really be at the stone level. So if I pop that light in there. From here. So we need to come to our central square. This bit square here. 212. So 212. 212. So 400 by 212, but the important one is the 212, the z-axis of 212. So that's where we're coming in from, and it's quite deep. The deepest it goes down to is 54. So if we're on 54 over here, we then need to move ourselves around to 212. So this is going to be coming out here. So this is 212, which you can see. And so what we want to do really is come in here, get ourselves in the centre of the room, I think, or a sensible position to start from. Let's start from here. And the next job we've got to do is get down to 54. And 6, 5, oops. Let's take out. Oops, come on, up we get. So all I'm doing now is I'm just getting down onto the level, because we want to connect all this together. Create a big enough space to move plenty of ducting, or plenty of pipe work all the way through the system. So we are 56, 55 almost there. Once we're on 54, obviously we know let's just take out these two separately. So we're on 55. Let's get down to 54. Now we're on 54. Now the problem we have, obviously, is we've got to work out which way. Oh. So that's that way. So we need to head. So we're going to be tunneling this way. Obviously all that sand is about to collapse down, which is annoying. Let's put in some dirt up here just to fill that all in. Okay. Because what we'll do anyway is I'll end up stone tunneling this so that it doesn't do that. Let's get ourselves into a standing start. So we're going to head this way. We're at 54, so we're at the right height. We just come smacking all the way across. And there we go. This is our first sort of problem, where we reach bat in here with us. That's annoying. Well, actually, let's use these because we're probably going to end up 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Diamond across there. Out you go. Yay! Didn't have to kill him. That's nice. Let's put that a light down here before we end up with something bad happening. Wow. Let's just put in whole cavern. I remember that cavern when we did the loads of stuff in there, but oh, I don't know why I did that. I've got to knock it down again. So let's build this up. So essentially what's going to happen then, we're going to run impulse cabling all the way down. Oh, I will have to kill that bat if it keeps doing that. We're going to run impulse cabling all the way through this system so that it supports each of the shops. Now, not all of the shops will have stuff coming from the farms, so it won't be that every shop will have automatic filling, but certainly the greengrocers will, because that will have all our fruit and veg which we are growing, so that will work. But everything else is going to be a little bit... Why is that not working? Damn, that's been blasted. Uh-oh, there's a spider in here somewhere. Quickly. Phew. We just get ourselves neat and tidy. Sorry, I always stop talking. When I build, you see, I'm normally on my own, which is normally easier, but I'm just checking that I'm going in the right direction. Awesome. So you can see we're coming across to... Still got to go another 12. Got to go another 12 this way. That's okay. We can do that. Give it a good old smack. Hopefully we're moving back into a bit more solid... Uh-oh, quickly before we end up with some badness happening. There we go. Okay. Have I got a cobble? Oh, I have, that's fine. So we've got copper. So we're at 20, we need to go 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And now we come out into this part. Let's build that up again. There we go. Just seals that off so that we don't have any nasty accidents. This works, I should be amazed. If I end up coming out in the right place, I should be absolutely astonished. Because I'm not normally very good at my measuring and stuff like that. Oh, that's annoying. Bat, I need to go out again in a second anyway. Okay. So at the moment we're on 13. Let's just take out this. Okay. So 54 and 12. Now all I can't remember is whether or not... Let's go up. Whoosh. Woohoo! I need to get some more torches, people. Up, up, up. Whew. Let's go and see, because the next thing we've got to do, you see, is run all the way across into the house. But let's just go and get some... Oh, I need some charcoal. Let's go over to our charcoal house. Oh! Stick some dirt on the roof is what we don't want to do. Charcoal, please. Thank you. Oh, I've got coal. Think of that. Actually, that would probably be enough. Lovely. Let's quickly go and make... Have we got any wood on me? No. Oh, okay, let's go to the lumberyard, where we've got a lot of wood. Let's go and get ourselves some wood. Got a lot of space on me actually though. Let's go over here, but we've got some sticks already made. Saves just having to make an awful lot of sticks. In. Let's get rid of that to start with. Any sticks in here? Oh, do you know what? I could have swore I would have loads of sticks. Oh well. We'll do in a second. I don't like that sound. And 64. Marvellous. Chuck them on the floor, we don't need them. Have I got an empty... I have got an empty chest around here somewhere, haven't I? There we go. Let's get rid of these fossils. Let's just get rid of these for a second, because they're putting stuff in my inventory I don't need. Fabulous. Right, so back over to our grocers. If I come in here, look at F3. So 12 is in the middle, so actually 54 and 12, we actually probably going to need to go one extra over when we get there, but all we really need to do is smack ourselves this way, taking up all the iron, which is lovely. We'll just keep coming this way until hopefully in a moment oops. Yay! Oh no, that's not the right thing at all. I think we're nearly there though. So if I put in a quick... Yes! La! Phew! So this duct, this tunnel, is going to end up being the service tunnel through which we will run all our cabling. So now we have definitely connected up our storage yard over here in the gardens with our marketplace over here. So the next thing I think I'll do is I need to make all this pretty. I'm going to need to take out some of these resources. Obviously, we don't want to lose those. So I'm going to give it a little cut here. When we come back, we will have made this tunnel. All right. So I will be right back. And welcome back. So I've done some work. Then we've dug out this tunnel. Let me just show you what we've got up the top here. We've got 4 chests, as you can see around here. One of them's got pasture only on them, and you'll see why in a second. But if I go down into access tunnel that I've dug, you can see that I've already begun by putting in the impulse ducts, which are going to run. And the bottom one is the pasture only one, okay? And you can see that actually if I just quickly run back. If we follow this one up, it goes into this bottom chest here, which is the pasture only, okay? So the bottom one, this one here, along the bottom is pasture only. Now by making it this size, as you can see, I've got 4 chests completely independent of each other. None of these chests touch, so whatever I put into one chest will go to whatever shop, if you like, that I want. Now I can do 3 shops this way. This 4th pasture only one, as you can see, goes along the ground and stops. And what you can imagine, obviously, is that I can continue this tunnel along, just the single tunnel, all the way along into a pasture area. But everything else starts to come back up and moves into the cellars. And what I've done straight away is I've decided the top one, okay, the top one here is going to go into this shop, which happens to be our Greengrocers. So there you go, the big one. So this top one is going to be our Greengrocer line. I shall follow it back and I'll mark the chest so I know what to put in what. The other ones are still coming into this room as normal, but I've used some stone brick covers just to cover them up so that there's no potential chance of me accidentally crossing these pipes. These pipes will go to different shops and therefore the goods won't touch this shop at all. Now from here, what I've done is said, okay, well we got to this point and we're like, well, what do we need? Well, we need to put a chest in here really, so we're moving stuff. Just this whole line of item ducts here is just to move all the stuff from the 4 quadrants into here to this chest, and then we need to make a decision. So we're going to go up here. So if I come up to our shop, this particular thing is going to feed a set of refilling shelves. Actually, let me shut the door just in case anything bad happens. Fully saturated with food, so we should be okay. Excellent. So if I just knock that out there, you can see here that this starts to come up here. So let me bring up, we've got 30 of these item ducts left, we'll have to make some new ones, but we'll do this and then we'll probably look at calling it an episode. But if I pull this up here, okay, so you can just see, yep, up, 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 okay. The next thing I want to do then is take some, these panels will do, I could use wood, but it doesn't matter quite so much. We'll just pop those in like so. Oh, actually probably want to go one higher than that. It's easy to fix. We'll just put that in there like that and that in there like that. Let's just take out these bottom ones. I want to go higher, so they come out of there. Brilliant. And I think everything is going to come out of one of these, which is fine. That goes that way. Oops, that goes that way. I go back up. And what we can then do is take some of our panels like this and create ourselves some shelves or shelving area. Excellent. This can come up, 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 up. Whoops, did I not? Yeah. Okay. Then I can put on, again, keeping within the single blocks themselves, just pop in some more wooden panels, like that. I can also put on, just to hide up some of those. Brilliant. And then what I can do is within each of these I can go 1, 2, 3. Same here. 1, 2, 3. And here 1, 2, 3. So that little shelfie unit, pretty cute. Right, let's take our drying racks. And if I take a drying rack and I put it there, you see straight away that's now become a valve. So up here is just an ordinary pipe. As soon as you put a drying rack on it, it becomes... Now, of course, I hadn't thought of that. See, this is what happens. What I've done, by putting the roof in the way I have, this ceiling is actually already in this block. So if I take this out like that, you can see, yeah, that the ceiling is actually just in the wrong place. So what's quick fix? Won't take too long to fix this. Let's just quickly whip this out for now. Put that all back in a minute. That's not a problem. Good. So that's out of our way. Then we can put another drying racks on. So we can go drying rack, 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 and that gives us 9 from this one chest down here. Okay, gives us 9 different items. And then what we can do is we've got enough of these, and these are easy peasy to make. So we can just put one in each. So installed, 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 installed. So this is a greengrocer. So what is it we want to bring over? Let's bring over some vegetables, I think. Actually, where's the empty one? 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Let me get my inventory sorted out, and then I'll be right back. Brilliant, welcome back. So now I've sorted myself out, and I've also managed to pick up some of the things that we're going to need to do in this, well, part of this anyway. We probably haven't got enough straight away, but we can do part of it here. So, the first thing we need to do, get an open hand. Let's pick the top one. Right, so let's turn it on. Whitelist only, and we only want this one to bring up oranges. Lovely. This one, whitelist. I only want you to bring up kiwis. This one. Oh, actually, I wonder if I do stack size and bring that down. That would be better. It's a very good point. Well made. Don't know if this makes a difference, if I'm being honest. The sending stack size needs only to be 1 because drying racks can only take... I wish you could just double click that and hit the button 1. It's an awful lot of button pushing. Okay. This one is whitelist on, and this one we're going to put in coconut. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so oranges, kiwi fruits, coconut. Already shut that door, good. And oranges, kiwi fruit, coconut, banana. Whitelist on banana. Let's take that down to 1 again, so it only sends 1 up. And then what we'll do is we're going to go all the way over this. I'll show you that the chest is empty. We'll go all the way over the other side. We're going to pop in some fruit and veg, and we're going to see what happens. This is all about fruit, isn't it? I think this one is going to be our fruit one, but let's not put any more in. Let's just see. We know what we put in there. Let's go down through our excess tunnel. Let's go and give it a test. So from all the way over here, it's the top one we want. So this chest here, let me shut the doors, just in case. A creeper coming along. So this one here, I believe, is our Greengrocers. So this is Greens. Oh, whoops. Grovers. Greengrocers. Whew. So, if I open this up, let's see if this works. We're going to put in some kiwi, some oranges, some coconut, and some bananas. And the next thing to do, I suppose, is to follow this down as fast as possible. Let's see if we can beat it to it, and see what happens. So we go all the way across here. Remember, these are impulse ducks, so they are moving a little bit faster. Only a little bit. Ooh, right. Which one's going to shoot? Which one did I put in first? Kiwi, didn't I? We'll see. That doesn't look too bad. I quite like that on the shelf, but you can imagine as I'm coming along and go, okay, well I need orange for something, so let's have an orange. Tasty. I'll have a banana. So this is whitelist banana only, so this one must be coconut. But coconuts are being stuck because they're being sent through. All the oranges are being sent through. So what we need to have, yeah. So that's now stuffed full of oranges. So we're going to have, I think we can do this at the back. Let's have, yep, let's put in a plate just to make sure that this is kept apart. Because what's happening is our pipes are basically becoming very, very full of overflow. So let's just very simply put in that, make that dense, and hopefully sending out bananas. So that's probably now going around in a big loop. Did I put coconut in here as a whitelist? Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. You should be sending up coconut too. Well, at least they work, so we can get... Trouble I've got is that maybe all of these that are trying to be a bit clever... I'm going to have to come up with a better way of doing that, I think, and have to see how I can better control. Because this is fine, should be fine. Whitelist only, yeah. Stack size sending 1 up. But it's only taking it from here. And won't take it from any one of those. So I wonder, maybe... Ooh, I hadn't thought of that. Perhaps I need to lift this up, put the items in from the bottom. So, at least we do have automatic shelf filling. The only question that I have though is whether or not I can do it a better way so that I don't get just oranges appear up there. So the first item... See, why would it only do the first item? That's the annoying thing. I was hoping it was going to be equal across the chest, but maybe not. Let's just put the roof back on, which I've done too low again. Oh! At least we know the ceiling's at the right height, so we found out a few bits and bobs. But anyway, I hope you can see how this is going to work. So the next thing we're going to do is I'm going to make, I think, a little area like here. Like that. And when we go and capture him, this is where our Greengrocer is going to stand when I go and get the Greengrocer. His name is going to be Mike, which is the same name as the man who I'm dedicating this Greengrocer's shop to. So Mike, this is going to be you in my world, in your Greengrocers, because you do love your food. Let's just put in the rest of this roof while we're doing it. But I think we'll call this an episode now. I hope you can see what we're going to try and achieve here. I'm going to have a look at how I can better do... how I can better do this drawing up the slots. Because I'm wondering, if I take that off there, you see, do we think that another Kiwi is going to be able to come up here, or is it just going to have to sit and wait? Because Kiwi is not next in the slot. See, it's just running through coconuts. So it's whatever's in that first slot. It's all to do with that top slot. And I wonder how we get round it. Okay, well, leave that with me. I'll have a think. We're going to look at some tutorial videos. If you've liked this video, if you like the concept, if you like the idea, do leave a like. It's taken quite a while to make, let me tell you. I hope you enjoy the new look of the marketplace. I know I certainly do. And I hope you know, you'll be able to mimic and copy some of these things. We'll carry on next time getting the Greengrocers done and finished before we look at two of the other shops that we can have a look at. We've done all of those. Soft berries we'll have to peel over at some point as well, you see. So soft berries are going to have to come over here and pump into the shop as well. So if you have liked the video, please do leave a like, please do share, please do subscribe, and I will see you very soon. See you later, bye bye.